We've heard of different ways of how to call forth our intuition and how to connect with that inner part of ourselves that has that deeper sense of knowing, and like an ancient wisdom that lies dormant within our bodies. And we call this intuition. And I've seen a lot of us like go onto web searches and ask questions like how to listen to your intuition, or how to know what is your intuition, how to better understand your intuition. And I want to share with you how important it is to stop it with the people pleasing as soon as you can, to be liked, to be understood, to feel loved, to be adored. All of these different ways that we search outside of ourselves for either validation or whatever it is. It could be at work, with your boss asks you to do something, and you don't really like doing it. It doesn't align with who you are, and rather than speaking up, you continue to do these things that don't really align with who you are and what you stand for. And so by that being said, you people please. And with that being said, you're going to continue to stifle, to suffocate, and to suppress your intuition. And so the more that you speak up and use your voice, and whether it's with your loved ones or your friends, say it's something in the sense of, you go somewhere that you don't really like going, but all of your other friends are interested in going to this place, but this place leaves you feeling exhausted, it leaves you feeling depleted, and you have like 3 or 4 days left to recover from this outing. It could be a concert, it could be a festival, it could be something as simple as going to Costco. Whatever it is that you start to put yourself to the side because you want to please these other people, you want them to love you, you want them to be excited around you, and you want to be the silly one, you want to be fun, and all those different, I don't know if any of that seems relatable, but you going outside of yourself and kind of like ignoring what you know is best for you, is going to continue to push away your intuition. And now you're at a space where, what is my intuition? Like I've pushed those people away, in the sense of like, I've got healthy boundaries now. I've told my family that I'm not interested in entertaining these certain people or these places or these conversations. You have these more healthy boundaries, right? But here you are still not knowing if your intuition, if it's your intuition or if it's you being paranoid. And it's a really good step to be in. So don't be embarrassed or frustrated that, like, where the heck is my intuition? I've got those healthy boundaries now. Well, now that you're at this space in time where you're aware of how good it is and how beneficial it is to have those healthy boundaries, and you're not people pleasing as much, still try to think of like ways that you may be uh, investing your time and your energy to the point where you're pushing your needs and your wants to the side. So that being said, what could it be? Non-negotiables. Have you ever heard of non-negotiables? And these could be like, every Monday through Wednesday, I love doing my yoga, I love doing my walks and things like that. But when I have friends visiting, I may not invest in that time. After a while, have you realized or have you noticed how like you kind of get a little bit more irritated, or you feel a little bit more frustrated? And it's not due to like lack of routine. It could be a little bit, but for the most part, it's just, it starts to kind of like well up inside you that you're putting yourself last and that others are coming before you. That's something that else that can contribute to stifling your intuition. So it's really kind of just a really nice place to just take a step back and assess Where is it that I might be putting myself to the side? And then choosing, of course, those healthy boundaries, and then having it be non-negotiable. Hey, friends, thanks for coming to visit. I've really got a set of things that I need to get done. And if these friends or loved ones are, if they love you for who you are, they may be interested in either coming with you or taking a step back, finding something else that they would like to do, because I'm sure that they would like to do something as well for themselves, and say, hey, we're going to have our own special time for ourselves. And you could label it at that, as that. How easy is that? Like, hey, is there anything that you would like to do for yourself while I do this thing for myself? Because it just makes me feel good. And sometimes you don't have to really explain yourself, but in the beginning, it is best to like kind of like communicate with your loved ones, your partner, your friends, your family members, of, hey, I'm going to do this because it feels good. And what's amazing about that is it's also inviting them to kind of assess in their lives where they can incorporate more for themselves. And little by little, after a while, you'll start to realize like there's a churning in your stomach, there's a whisper, whether it comes to you in a dream, it'll come to you while you're driving, you'll hear it in a song, and it'll be just a few words, and it's really short and usually very quiet. But if you are able to kind of like cut out the noise and take some time for yourself, you'll be able to realize that your intuition is leading you a lot more. And I find that extremely beautiful and valuable.